Hey everybody, Nintendo Freak Jerry here with my buddy Saturn, and we are going to give you tips on how to be a pro at MW3.
Alright, hey, it's Saturn here, pro at MW3, and I follow these tips every time I play a game, and well, it just so happens that if you follow them too, you'll become pro. Tip number one is, what you gotta do is, you should probably blindfold yourself, grab a hammer, repeatedly smash your Xbox. This will let your anger out, and that will keep you from your full potential.
Alright, pro tip number 2, guys. What you gotta do, remember, you gotta do pro tip number 1 and number 2 before every game. It's how you become pro. You must buy a new Xbox. This is crucial if you actually want to play the game, therefore getting that pro kill streak you're looking for.
Alright, next tip is pro tip number 1337. You need to put your sensitivity on 10 because all pros play on 10. It might seem a little hard to keep up with at first, but eventually you'll find yourself doing some really sick 360 kill cams.
Pro tip number 79. Leave the game right before you are about to lose a gunfight. This way you'll never die, and therefore keeping that awesome kill streak you are looking to get.
And yeah, and if you ever need to rejoin that game, you probably hack your way in. Pro tip number 10. Always use grenades, especially at close range. I heard there's a way to do it without killing yourself, but I've never been able to do it.
Alright, pro tip number 64. Whenever in trouble, 360 and throw a throwing knife. This has helped many of men in the past and is sure to get you out of that sticky situation with the enemy very quickly.
Yeah, and I was the first of many men to do that. Alright, pro tip number 96, you need to shut all of your teammates out because those teammates are good for absolutely nothing. All they do is distract you, trying to communicate, trying to be a pro team. Well, you don't need a team. Assume that you can, and you absolutely will, put the team on your back every game.
Alright, pro tip number 69. Make as many sexual jokes as possible. This includes your mother jokes, penis jokes, titty jokes. This will distract the other team and allow you to get plenty of kills without them even noticing. And maybe if you're lucky, a Moab will be involved.
Next up is pro tip number 9. You need to ignore that radar because, first of all, Infinity Ward was pretty stupid for putting it there because it just takes up screen space between you and me.
Alright, pro tip number 40. This one is very important. No matter what the circumstances happen to be, you are always to rush. If you let go of that sprint button for just a second, your enemies will see your weakness and you will be taken out immediately.
Alright, next tip. Pro tip number 20. Every time somebody kills you, you need to challenge them to a 1v1. Anytime somebody is struck with that 1v1 challenge, they'll be filled with fear and they will not think to shoot at you ever again. That's another teammate down.
Pro tip number 49. Before entering a doorway or turning a corner, throw all of your equipment. This includes flash grenades, frag grenades, throwing knives, trophy systems. Set them all in that one corner. It'll clarify if the area ahead is free of any enemies. But be aware, this strategy only works once per life. Alright guys, last pro tip number 99. Every time you hear a bullet, duck and cover, and if the bullet hits you, immediately call hacks. It is an impervious last-minute strategy to enable many kills and no deaths, and humiliate the opponent if he happens to get a kill on you.
And it has worked for me most of the time. Alright, so this was Jerry and Saturn's pro tips. If you like the tips and you like the video, go ahead and hit like, and I guess we'll see you next time.